Jackson Perm.
And I'm Maurice Perm.
We were orphans, until one day we were adopted by a multi-billionaire and rare bird collector.
This is him. We call him Sergeant Barry. He was in the military.
Life wasn't easy growing up with a drill sergeant for a dad.
After the accident, Sergeant Barry developed a passion for rare birds. Recently, he discovered evidence that an extinct bird,
The Paradise Parrot,
was spotted in Australia.
So he sent us,
His only son,
on our first adventure,
to the land they call Down Under,
to find the Paradise Parrot
and bring it home to Dad. Jackson had grown quite fond of his surfing attire, but it was time to board our aircraft and say goodbye to Sydney. We were on our way to the familiar city of Melbourne to catch a ride to the Yarra Valley.
I changed back into my usual duds. I guess Maurice wasn't a fan of my surfing briefs.
Only an hour's ride from the center of town, the Yarra Valley was home to the Chandon Winery, where our surf instructor had spotted the Paradise Parrot.
I had never had sparkling wine before, and was hoping to have my first taste.
Jackson noticed the grazing cattle and requested that we take a closer look.
Hey brother, did you know that Australia is the #1 exporter of beef?
Are we done yet?
But
Mallory said that the Paradise Parrot was here at the Chardonnay grape, the Chandon Winery, somewhere here. Jackson? Jackson. When I finally caught up with Jackson, he was chumming it up with a Chandon tour guide.
Because they'll be under lots of pressure, up to 6 atmospheres of pressure, which is 3 times the pressure of a car tyre.
Hey, come on, hold on.
We have these special men called riddlers. They have absolutely no sense of humour, but they riddle bottles.
I was fascinated to learn that when yeast eats sugar, it releases carbon dioxide. That's what makes it so sparkly.
Thus, the birth of sparkling wine.
After the tour, we entered the tasting room.
Jackson, do not allow your system to intoxicate.
A little taste never hurt anyone.
this is my favorite one.
Jackson, you've let your system intoxicate itself.
No worries, mate. Whoa, I'm sorry, Maurice. Maurice! Maurice! Maurice!
Eureka. We returned to our accommodations to analyze our important discovery. We hoped the data would bring us good news. Location.
Looks like we're going to Fraser Island, brother.
Let's give Dad the update.
You mean Sergeant Barry?
Yes, Sergeant Barry.
Not Dad.
I don't follow.
Do you realize that we only call him Dad when he's not around? Never to his face.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
Where is The paradise parrot, do you have it?
Not yet, but we're getting close.
We have one of its feathers, and after careful analysis, we were able to pinpoint its exact location. We're going to Fraser Island at sunup tomorrow.
What other information do you have?
Well, we learned that the Yarra Valley produces a delightful sparkling Pinot Shiraz that goes great with beef. Oh, and speaking of beef, did you know that Australia is the #1 exporter of beef? Ooh, and the sunsets. Dad, you should see those sunsets.
What did you call me?
Dad, you're my daddy. I called you Dad.
Jackson.
No, Maurice. He's our dad. And I'm tired of living in fear.
Fear? You know nothing of fear. I did not send you to Australia to find paradise. I sent you there to find the paradise parrot. Transmission out.
Brother, are you okay?
No worries. Right, mate?
He was wrong. There were worries. Worries about what awaited us on Fraser Island. Worries about what would happen if we didn't find the paradise parrot. Worries about what would happen if we did.